Welcome, everybody, to the first episode of Beyond the Touchline, the FCSC Podcast. Here's your host, Alex Moraes. I am executive director at the club as well as one of the coaches. And I'm joined by two of our quality staff members. One of them is Coach JB, Jason Bradley. He is the head coach of the Rapids boys, U16 high school boys, and one of our specialized coaches in the U12 age group girls. How are you, JB?
Well, I'm doing great. How you doing, Alex?
Doing great. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your time. And then we have another guest who is another coach. She coached the U10 boys this competitive cycle, the first competitive cycle for FCSC in club history. And she is working on some interesting things as we look into the future of the club. Her name is Sam Shimchick. How are you?
I'm good, Alex. How are you doing?
Good, good. A lot of energy. Excited about this episode. And yeah, I think it was needed. So today's episode is all about the Tryout Survival Guide. All right. So the Tryout Survival Guide. We're going to demystify a lot of the fallacies that have been placed on families' minds, on parents' minds, legal guardian minds. Do players need to go to the big clubs and wear the big badge? Do they need to leave Franklin County and make the drive an hour and a half, pay thousands of dollars? Is there not quality training here in Franklin County? Why should they go into a club like ours and not maybe an independent team or a different club? These are the things we're going to talk about. So anybody would care to start the conversation?
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with the tryouts and stuff. I mean, my best advice to parents on the tryouts is just let your kids come out, have fun, leave it up to us coaches. We're going to put them in safe situations, but game-like situations. And it's okay for them to mess up. It's not about scoring goals. We're looking for multiple things, and scoring goals isn't the main thing we're looking at. Just sit back and let them enjoy themselves, and just encourage them. That's what it's all about.
Well said. Any thoughts on that, Sam?
Yeah, I agree. I think that the biggest thing is the kids coming calm and confident and ready to go. I think a big part of tryouts is parents might get in their kids' head a little bit, make them a little bit nervous. My biggest piece of advice is just come with some confidence.
That's exactly right. I think the first thing that we gotta acknowledge here is when you go to tryouts, you have to place yourself in the mind of the athlete going to the tryout. Okay, and you have to remember yourself back in the day when you were trying out for a competitive team, a travel team, or a club. You gotta be free of this mindset of, oh my gosh, the pressure and the mistakes. You gotta make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, but it's about, hey, can we show the confidence? Can we give our best, be ourselves? And if I make a mistake, pick myself up and keep going, right?
For sure, for
For
sure.
sure. I mean, I think a big thing we face with, like, touching on what you were talking about, Alex, is the anxiety of the kids, especially, as they're younger. I mean, the anxiety doesn't go away, when you're going on new teams with new girls or new boys. There's a anxiety there, and that's perfectly normal.
It's absolutely normal. I mean, let me go to Sam. Sam, you played. I mean, what an interesting career, huh? You played club. You were offered, so I mean, the possibility to go to D2, D1 colleges. You ended up D3. Then later on, you ended up in D2. I mean, talk to us about tryouts for you as a player. How did you prepare for tryouts?
I would say like, especially when I was younger, I was obsessed with soccer. My entire life I have been. So I took tryouts super serious. I was getting touches on the ball. I was, seeing what I could do to just become a better player off the field as well. So, I mean, I was really nervous come tryouts, but I had to remember to play confident. I'm just a horrible player when I'm not confident. So, the biggest thing was just getting out of my head during tryouts and just being like playing how I know how to.
That makes sense. What about your daughters, JB? I mean, you have Addison, who she has experienced Garfield, and she now is at a different club, JB Marine. I mean, what do you tell her? What does she do for tryouts?
I got to tell them both different because they're both different. Addison's a lot like Sam here. She's always getting touches on the ball, whether she's in practice or at home. Audrey is starting to swing more that way. I mean, after this last year of club, her confidence has went way up, and I think a lot of that's just the surrounding. It's not just one coach; it's everybody as a whole that just gave her support. But with Addison, she's always went out there, new people for especially the last 3 years, new teammates every year, and shows up and just puts in the work. I mean, and I can't imagine how that feels because you know nobody else that's on the field with you. So, I mean, I'm sure Sam experienced that too. But with Audrey, the anxiety was crazy. And today, this year, she came out of her shell. So with both of them, I just has always been supportive. Addison will kind of let me know what she wants to do, and I try to do what she needs to do as a soccer player. And Audrey's kind of she wants consistency and just be simple.
Let me go into one of the subjects here. So, what are coaches actually looking for on tryouts? What are they looking for?
I would say a good attitude. You got to come in there and be coachable as well. Um, just coming in there to put in effort, and then skill in general as well.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm looking for somebody that's excited to be there, works hard. I mean, I look at it like this as a coach that's put in the work. I can help with the technical part of it, the foot skill part of it, but I can't teach attitude and coachability. I mean, that's on the individual and the parents leading them down the right track too. But I can help with that, but it's definitely hard to teach that.
I agree. I think them wanting to be here is the biggest thing.
That's
Exactly. I mean, we can't coach energy. That's the reality, right? I mean, they got this kid's got to love what they're doing, and we know that kids come from different backgrounds, different homes, different dynamics, and so sometimes there are some parents who probably live their lives vicariously through the child. Maybe the child doesn't want to be there. Maybe that's not the sport of the child. But if it is the actual sport of the kid, then that will show. The energy will be there, the desire, the passion. I think I'm going to touch on what Franklin County Sports Club looks for at tryouts. We look at 4 primary tenets: the tactical, the technical, the physical, and also the psychological, right? So sometimes we see players who can receive while moving. First touch to receive or to distribute the ball is fantastic. The finishing is strong, precise. So technically speaking, great. Tactically speaking, maybe not there, right? The simple principles on defending, gotta make it compact. If I'm closer to the ball, I gotta go and press. If I just experience a turnover, I have to track back. Physically, is the player strong, agile, coordinated, accelerates really nicely, has a decent speed, right? And then, of course, psychologically speaking, is the player coachable? Do they communicate? Do they have positive or negative body language? I mean, those are the things that we are looking for here in our club. Any thoughts there?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, I think we've had private talks where, actually you told me this. You're like, the people that want to be here are going to be here. And, you're talking about the kids, and that's absolutely the truth. If they want to be here, they're going to be here, and they're going to show up to play.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that, we are I think we are an interesting kind of club, because our personnel, the people behind the crest, we have experience, whether it was player experience, coaching experience. We have our badges. I mean, no other club can say they have 100% certified coaches with the U.S. Federation, and that's something that I'm proud of. I mean, all of us have put in the work. UJB, I'm really proud of you because you're going to be starting your C license. Are you kidding me? You got your D license. You went straight to the C license. Sam is, she got her licenses to get into a position to get a D license. I mean, all of us are putting in the work, and we try to be the best coaches we can be for our players, because the reality is everybody talks about producing players, but the reality is some clubs block players. In most of the time, the development happens at the small club. We are the ones developing and doing the work for these guys to just block these players out. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
and the player, sorry, Sam, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I said, and the players they plucked the previous year left already. You know what I mean? So that's what parents aren't seeing, that their children are getting plucked. I mean, there's a reason why they're coming at you and plucking you, and you're not going to a kick around. So the people they plucked the year before probably already left for a different club, and that's, you see so much, and we don't want that culture here, and that's what we're building. We're building a different culture.
Absolutely. Sam, any thoughts there?
No, I completely agree. I agree with that's kind of the same guideline I was going on, is what Jason said.
Yeah, everybody just says we develop so many players. The reality is, and I'm sorry because I've been in this thing for a long time as a player, rec, club, semi-pro, youth national team back in Honduras, coaching, JUCO, club, ODP, rec. I mean, I've been at different levels, and let me tell you, I mean, we produce talent. Not really, depending upon where the environment is, you don't produce talent. You pluck talent, and hey, let's maximize the roster, and we don't care about player development and player play time, because the money's really good when we get to that 18th player. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not afraid to say these things. I mean, someone needs to say these things. This is exactly what happens. And it seems like when it comes to tryouts, you bypass the opportunity to have a quality coach, a beautiful environment, to go for the big batch. And the big batch is costing you $5,000. It's costing you gas. It's costing you mileage, wear and tear in your vehicle. I mean, I'm just saying, that's stating the obvious, So, and I'm speaking on behalf of the people in Franklin County. We have the best interest for people in Franklin County. It was about time that someone created a club designed to help the Franklin County people to keep their time and their money here at home.
100%, yes.
I agree. I think that parents are driving to these big clubs, and a lot of the times they're rostering too many kids, and their kids are sitting on the bench, and they're paying so much money for their kids to not even get any experience or play time. And half the time, the coaches aren't as licensed anyways.
Right.
Or experience. I mean, that's the reality.
Right.
Yes, JB.
And Alex, we can't forget to talk about what another thing we do is we video camera every game, at the higher levels. And it's not just the coach watching it. Alex is watching it. Maybe your assistant's watching it on your team. And we're not on an island all by ourselves here, as coaches. I remember recalling earlier in this year, my boys' team was having some problems, and I just was letting you know, and you're like, oh, do this. I said, you mind running that session, and you did, and you helped me fix that in about, I think, under 20 minutes. It was like, okay, that's it. But I wasn't on an island, and you were able to, pick me up there and help me out with that situation, which is awesome. You don't have that everywhere you go.
No, you really don't. Really don't.
I've been in the same situation where we've had to have Alex come help lead a training session, just to help figure some things out. So it's nice that we have that support with each other within the coaches.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's not just Alex. It's Dave. It's Jason. It's
right.
All the other guys that have come in here late in the year. They'll help out, and they'll give you advice, and it's always good advice. It gets you thinking different.
It's collaboration, right? I think there's a precedent, and it's called ego in this country. And I'm just talking about the U.S. youth soccer ecosystem. There's ego. Oh, I've coached 30 years. I've coached 30 years. What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. Your A license from 1970 doesn't have anything to do with a modern day the A license, it's just an example, I mean, I think that there's a lot of ego. There's a lot of like, oh, you're stealing something or whatever. It's like, you know what? It's collaboration, man. We don't figure things out by ourselves. And I think that's been something very helpful from my coaching perspective. It's a great standard. We're not afraid. And I'm telling you, I got my pro license from Argentina, my B license in U.S. soccer, and I've learned a lot this year with all of you guys. I mean, that's the reality. We keep learning.
100%. I've learned so much. Didn't know Dave. He became my assistant. Learned so much from him. Same thing with Jason, Boston, you. I haven't got to be around the younger kids yet, but I mean, hopefully, we'll get that field space where we can all kind of be there on some practice days. But yeah, no, it's just been awesome. I mean, I've grown a lot, and you got to be open minded in this game. I mean, you don't have to have all the answers.
No, you don't, and you'll never will. And I think that's the mindset: is continued education, continued learning. And also not only learning new things, but applying new things. Now, let's go back to the tryout survival guide. So we already went through what our coach is looking for on a Sunday. This coming Sunday, we got tryouts. We get tryouts, and it's the final week for us before we send offers. Now, that's what we are looking for. But sometimes what coaches look for in different clubs, okay, or independent teams is, this boy and girl is athletic. They're tall, they're strong, they're, you know what I'm saying? It's so subjective, right? It's not subjective, okay? We got to make sure that we are looking for coachable players who will put the work, who are passionate, who will be decision makers, right? I mean, I'm not looking for the most handsome boy or the the tallest girl, but it seems like that's the case behind closed doors in this clubs, guys. This is a real thing.
Yeah, and I don't think the tallest player has advantage over the shortest player at all in this game. I think it's all here, and it's all here in the heart. And we had a player on our U12 team, and she wasn't the biggest, but boy, she was just she went out there and played against the biggest girls, and you couldn't tell the difference. There was no height difference, when they were on the field.
I mean, what do you think, Sam? I mean, it makes me think about the great footballers, the great ballers like Iker Casillas from Spain. He won the World Cup with Spain in 2010, South Africa with the national team. He was the captain and keeper of Spain and Real Madrid. He was 175. I mean, he was 5'11". You know what I'm saying? And then Jorge Campos in Mexico, 5'6", 5'5", and now we're telling the goalkeepers, well, your kid cannot play next level because he's too short. I mean, what the hell are we talking about here, Sam? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, we played quite a few teams in college that were just huge girls, or just like they just looked mean, and then our team comes in there and we come in a little intimidated, and then they're just not all that. It really doesn't matter the height, the size, whatever. It really is all mentality. It's all mental.
Yeah, I think the more you study the game, you'll understand that at least here in our club, and there's no perfect club, but at our club, we're looking for ballers, for decision makers who will identify soccer problems and resolve soccer problems. We train based on game-like scenarios and situations. It's very important. We're not going to have your players run 30 minutes because this isn't track and field. This is soccer. Right, JB?
Yeah, we're not going to run, a mile before the practice and then, down and backs after practice. We're going to play soccer. That's what we're going to do.
Hey, any sideline advice for parents? I mean, what should they say in the car? So on the right towards the tryout, why should they let the coaches do the coaching, evaluators evaluate? I mean, what do you think about that parent perspective? What should go on?
I think, in the car on the way to practice or on the way to tryouts, that's when you're the most nervous. I think a parent's perspective on a child is huge. So I think that if that parent in the car is like, okay, like you better go in there and do this and this, you're putting a lot in their head. So I think just make sure they stay calm, collected, and confident is the biggest thing. Jason, as a parent, I feel like you have
Well,
a
I'm
better perspective.
normally on the sideline with the kids, so uh, what I can tell the parents is just you're their best supporter. I mean, all they want to hear from you is good job, you worked hard, and don't lie to them. Be honest with them, but you still got to be there and be supportive and encourage them. So I mean, if they made a mistake, I always like to follow with the mistake and then what they did good. And that seems to help a lot. But the main thing is you're there to support. Mistakes are just mistakes, and they learn from them. They're not a big deal. I don't care if they gave up a game-winning goal. It's we do that as a team, and we score goals as a team. It's not an individual effort. So, uh,
This is a great conversation so far. Again, this is Alex Moraes with FCSC Franklin County Sports Club. One club, one goal. The reason behind that one club, one goal motto is we are one club for Franklin County and surrounding areas with the goal of developing coaches and players. Because development is holistic. It's for everyone involved in the game. And I'm here in a conversation with coaches JB, Jason Bradley, Sam Shimchick, and this is real talk. I mean, Beyond the Touchline, FCSC Podcast. I'm excited. Now, let's go to segment number 2, if that's okay, which is busting the youth soccer fallacies, all right? So let's spend some time here. Fallacy number 1, players have to drive to St. Louis, big clubs, to develop. Okay, and remember, our audience is Franklin County and surrounding areas. Do kids need to go to the big clubs or leave Franklin County to develop? Any thoughts here?
they do not know more. I mean, we're here, and we can guarantee we are putting on in the work to better ourselves, so we can create better talent here in Franklin County.
Well
I
said.
agree. Yeah, it's not worth that drive anymore now that we have FCSC out in Franklin County.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that the only thing, and I've told this to families, we just need one vote of confidence, only one. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, the way this past year went, I mean, it's unbelievable. It's for the books. I mean, I don't think there's ever been a story like this in youth soccer in general. You have a new club, 181 players try out the first competitive year. We end up with 8 teams. 8 teams, okay? U8s, U10s, U12s, U13, U16 boys, 2. We get a freaking championship, okay? We get a championship the first year with the U16 boys at a tournament. And we get, in the spring season, because we did fall and spring, we went from bottom or mid-table to 4 out of the 8 finishing, 3 finished second place, 1 third, and the other ones were in middle of the pack.
Right.
I mean, where have you heard this story?
Yep.
You know?
100%.
Awesome.
And let's not forget, I mean, even on our older teams, most of these kids came from rec, Alex. I mean, so we had a very short window to prepare with them. And like I think I texted you one day, I said, this is unheard of. And you're like, what do you mean? So, I mean, I was like, I could have went on and on. But anyways, you're right. I mean, it's unheard of. We've had a lot of success, and we're going to continue to have a lot of success. And don't forget, your U16 boys now are going to the championship level on top of getting to register for a possible MADL.
It could be. It could be MADL. It could be. It could be a cup. It could be a state cup, right? I mean, and it's okay. It's okay for us to not make it that first try. But I think that's the path. That's what it takes for the level to go higher. It's so important from a developmental perspective, okay, to have players experience a different standard. And that's what we did. We were the club who was not afraid to send our teams to the difficult tournaments and play the difficult matches. Growth is painful. Growth is not just winning easy, okay? That's not how life works. And I think we want to be strategic with parents to help them teach kids that in life you're gonna win and lose. I mean, I've lost as a player and coach. I've lost more than I won. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why is winning the only success factor? Why is that the only metric?
Right. Well, we can talk about the Scott Gallagher tournament. I mean, look, we knew what we were getting into there as coaches. And I remember texting you Sunday morning, hey, thanks for putting us in this. Now,
yeah, that was the best.
We went out and competed. Did we win games? No, but we competed in every game. And and what happened there was the boys got to see what it took to be at that level. And I'll tell you, my high school boys went on a 4-game win streak after that. So, in the slices. So, I mean, that I think that helped them, experiencing that. Gave them more experience.
It helped tremendously. So, I mean, clearly, I mean, I guess, think about it. Maybe we're just starting, but we're playing slice level. I mean, we playing slice against those exact teams. I mean, we already have beat the teams that have been presenting themselves in slice against us. I mean, think about that. So if you put things in, if you see through objective lenses, we're doing things really great. Okay. Now, why spend thousands of dollars and hours on I-44, when that elite path is right here in Franklin County? So I think we've answered the way they mystify the first fallacy. Fallacy number 2. Sam, let's get your take here. Dropping a division is a failure. I'm saying this because some players, they're hesitant of trying out. They know the environment is better in our club, for example. They want to stay because they're just 2-3 divisions up. Is it really a failure to come down?
No, so I had some D2 offers in college. But I didn't think that I would play as much at those schools. And so I committed to a D3 school instead, and I got the playing time and the experience that I wanted. I did eventually move divisions and go to a different college and also get playing time. However, I think the biggest thing was I wanted the experience. It wasn't about winning. It wasn't about, playing for this big school or whatever, just to say that I could or just to get the merch or whatever. It was about actually getting the experience and the time to play and learning from those girls. I will say those girls were still decent. Like, they were still good. I learned from them and it was a lot of fun. So I don't think dropping divisions is a failure at all. And I think FCSC is also on the come up. So you get in here now and you won't be a bandwagon. Right?
I mean, remember, I mean, that is the way society is. You want to,
Oh, for sure.
Everybody wants to hop on the train, the choo-choo train, when the choo-choo train is climbing up the hill,
Mm-hmm.
But I think those families, 104 families who gave us their vote of confidence, they've seen exactly the value of what we offer to the table. And yes, most of the folks who we had trying out for a competitive program came from rec, but they've grown so much. And then some families brought their kids instead of bringing them to the big clubs or the clubs they were used to. Like, for instance, Charlie Raymond, right? Charles told us we had a chance to stay at Gallagher. We came here, and he said to me, and the player said to me,
I heard this.
The best coaching was here. The best coaching was here, and this was the best decision we could have made. That is a testament of what we're building here.
Yep. We had several kids come from the bigger clubs. Leo was one of them. I mean, yeah, and what such a success, and they all had a blast. I mean, it was so much fun.
Yeah, for sure. So dropping a division is a failure. I mean, clearly not, right? I mean, there's that benchwarmer fallacy. Why playing 90 minutes and being a leader develops a player faster than sitting on a bench in a premier bracket? And that's what happens, right? You're trading off to go to it. But listen, I'm going to take it a step further, and I don't mind talking about these things, okay? Either you're going to love this or hate it. I don't care. But even in independent teams, right? They max out because they want to fill in some spots, but that doesn't mean you're guaranteed playtime. We at least have a philosophy here of giving playtime to the kid, at least 30 to 50%, At least. I
No,
mean, any thoughts
we,
there, JB? You come from the independent
oh,
team side.
we've had meetings. I mean, you and I and Jason, we've had meetings over this 30 to 50%. I mean, I remember you calling us in and saying, "Hey guys, here's what I'm seeing in these videos." Because you analyze all the games and give us feedback, which is awesome. But you also are like, "Hey, here's what I'm seeing." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even realize that."
Yeah.
Jason, and we make the adjustments as coaches. So sometimes you do get caught up in the moments,
Oh, yeah,
but
absolutely.
you
Absolutely.
gotta play the game right, and that's what we're all about.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I mean, yeah, I think it's more than obvious. I mean, dropping a division is not failure when you know you're getting into the right environment. I'm going to tell you this, and this is not the only story. There's many stories, thousands of stories of players who made it to that next level, whether the next level was college, semi-pro, or pro level. They didn't necessarily go to the big club. I'm telling you right now. They didn't go to the big club. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So because they prioritized, I was gonna be the third, goalkeeper there or whatever, But here I'm playing all the time, and that's what you need is that playtime aspect, the game day experience to experience those different oppositions, problems, and things like that. All right, all right. So the third fallacy number three, the development trinity. Okay, so why quality coaching, a positive environment, not screaming, and actual game day playtime are what matter most? Any thoughts here? This is the so called development training. Quality coaching, positive environment, and the actual game day playtime. Why is that a powerful combo? Any thoughts? Sam?
Sorry, I didn't know if he was gonna talk.
No.
Yeah, so I think that our licenses here at FCSC give us a big jump in coaching as well because those licenses teach us how to be quality coaches, how to ask the right questions to the players, and how to individually train players. You know, not every player is gonna learn the same way. Just like Jason, you were saying earlier, your daughters are different, um, so I think that's a big thing in coaching is that we individually coach, and I think that having a positive environment is huge for these kids because you never know what they got going on at home or what they're going through. Soccer might be their getaway, so I think that this could be their home away from home or whatever the case may be for them.
That's something that we talk about here. I mean, a positive environment. The impact a positive environment has in the life of a kid. I mean, I come from domestic violence background. Okay, with my mom, with my stepdad, and everything. I mean, and then the soccer pitch was my escape. I mean, that was my escape. And anyways, that he just kept me out of my issues. It gave me a healthy way of channeling my energy. I mean, we this year alone, we experienced players who went through, I mean, really really difficult psychological situations for them, divorces, separations in the family, I mean, death, and my goodness, I mean, we saw how positively impacted this community and movement we've built was for the kid themselves, which ended up being, a blessing to the family. I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
100%.
So, no, this is great. Let me see. So, any other thoughts about this fallacies? I mean, we talked about three of them. I mean, quality coaching, we know it matters. Positive environment is fantastic for sure. Not screaming. Um, anything else that you can think of? I mean, for tryouts. And again, we got tryouts. You just need to go online,
Yep.
franklincountysc.org/tryouts. Sign up for tryouts. We got tryouts Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, correct? We
Wednesday.
don't have
Yes,
them
sir.
Tuesday. So it's June 7th through Wednesday the 10th, and they'll be at Union Middle School. We're excited. One day we'll be in New Haven. Any other thoughts for
Yeah.
families
Hey,
watching?
Alex, do you got the time for times that we're going to be there?
Yeah, we do. We do. That's a good question. So the schedule is, and I got it right here. So the schedule is for Sunday. We'll be at the Union Middle School 5 to 7 p.m. That's gonna be the block for
Okay.
U6s all the way through U12s, boys and girls. Really, it's gonna last probably an hour and a half or maybe less. And
Right.
then the next block is 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for U13, U15 and on, right? So we will be also on Monday. The only day we'll be at Memorial Baptist. That is open to all age groups, boys and girls, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And then the same schedule from Sunday will be repeated on, oh, actually, we're there Tuesday and Wednesday. So Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Union Middle School, Monday at New Haven. And I'm excited. I mean, we have a lot of age groups, a lot of opportunities. We want players to find a home. We're here to give them a home. I mean,
100%. And I'd like to touch on something here because I'm sure people are going to see this, and this is a good thing we're doing here. We are working on our first high school girls club team for this fall. So if you got girls going into ninth, even into 8th grade, maybe into 10th grade, please have them come out, try out, and you will not be disappointed.
100%.
well, you're talking to the high school coaching staff here.
Right.
I know what he's trying to do there.
Right, right. Good shout out. Good shout out.
No, this is great. No, I'm excited. I'm excited because we got. I mean, can you believe it? We thought we were not going to have any high school boys teams. Next thing you know, we're surprised by the same families who didn't know us advocating 37 boys, man. 37 boys showing
Awesome.
up at Union Middle
And
School.
awesome boys, too. I
Awesome
mean,
boys.
awesome boys. I mean, I think I told you that I
Excellent
don't know how
boys.
many times this year.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we got fantastic lads. I mean, Spencer Espinosa is one that comes to mind. I mean, he's the freaking champion of Rubik's Cube. I mean, what the heck, you know? Rubik's Cube champion, you know? And then we got others. I mean, great role models, smart kids,
Yeah.
great students. No, I mean, we love this game so much, you guys. I mean, I appreciate this game so much. I thank God for this game, for the relationships that we made this year. And yeah, I mean, we're here for the long run, man. We're not here just to pop up, do something pretty, and no, we're here to stay. And yeah, so yeah, if you thought this was going away, hey, sorry.
We'll be back.
That's right. No, this is great. So this being a great first episode. It's been fun. This is what it's all about. I mean, being ourselves, talking to you, real talk.
Yeah.
I just want to have final words of encouragement for Sunday for the tryouts week coming up. Any final words for you guys, for the families, for our FCSC community, and those interested in coming?
Oh yeah, like I said, come ready to play. Stay confident. You are your biggest enemy. Um, so when you mess up, fix it.
You know.
That's about all I
Mine,
got.
mine would be just simply be yourself, work hard, enjoy the moment. Nobody has to be perfect. Remember, mistakes are good. That's how we learn. I mean, even adults, as an adult, I make mistakes all the time. I learn. We got to remember the kids are the same way. And then I just want to end on this one here because Alex has touched on this a lot. College coaches, they're not recruiting club logos. They're recruiting players. So focus on becoming a better player, not chasing a bigger sticker on your car.
That's the best. Yeah, no, I mean that's it, man. Mic drop. That's awesome. That's beautiful, and that's true. I mean, that's at the end of the day, it's true. There are different types of families out there. The family that's more sensitive. That, oh my gosh, what are you talking to my kid about? The family that's political, influential, and all about politics and moving things through and stuff. At the end of the day, maybe you think you can do so much for your kid, but once they go to college, once they go to MLS Next Academy, they go to USL 2, USL 1, MLS Next Pro, MLS. Once they go to our next level, forget about it. It's just the coach and the player. So why not preparing your kid to be autonomous Why not? What's the fear? You know what I'm saying? What's the fear? You know, so that's great. Can you repeat that? Say again, JB. I think that's gonna do it.
I said, college coaches, they don't recruit club logos. They recruit players. So you want your player to focus on becoming better, not chasing a bigger sticker on your vehicle. I mean, I know because Addison goes to these clubs and all these girls are, I'm going to Fusz, or I'm going here, I'm going there. It's like they're chasing clubs every year.
Absolutely right. Well, with that being said, that's a great way for us to finish and wrap up the first episode. This was Beyond the Touchline, the FCSC podcast. We are one goal, one club, one goal, and we're the club for Franklin County surrounding areas. We want to develop players and coaches. Sign up for tryouts, franklincountysc.org/tryouts. Choose your day, choose your age group. We'll see you there. We'll have evaluators. We'll have people checking in. We'll have customer service telling you exactly what tuition is all about. And find the best place for your kid. That's what you need to be doing. Thank you so much. We had coaches JB, Jason Bradley, and Sam Shimchick. I'm Alex Moraes, and we'll see you on the next episode of the podcast. See ya.